This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The King Eric Gibson All-for-One Regatta gets underway tomorrow and runs through Sunday in Montague Bay. This regatta is like no other in the Bahamas, welcoming all A, B, and C-class sloops who want to participate.
The Family Island Regatta's budget last year ran just over $270,000. Our regatta is going to run well over that. We have confirmed at the moment 34 boats. We expect to exceed that number greatly. We have boats confirmed out of Long Island, the Running Tide, Whitty Cay, the Sacrifice. We have boats confirmed out of Georgetown, the Bulredge, Fugitive, the Lady Sonia. Keep your eye on him. We have boats confirmed out of Baratari. We have the Warrior confirmed. We have Golden Girl confirmed. We have boats confirmed out of Black Point, including Smashy and H2O and Lethal Weapon. We are still waiting for confirmation out of Abaco. We do know we have quite a number of boats on barges as we speak on the way to the capital. The Island Link, as well as the Captain C, will be bringing boats in between tonight and tomorrow morning. And provisions has been made to store those boats and moor those boats while they're here.
As for how the racing schedule looks,
on Friday, we are hoping to have a start tentatively at 11 o'clock on Friday morning. The other times would be announced when we deal with the tide and the weather. We know we have a weather coming through on the weekend, so all of the sailors, I would like to say to them, we need to get started on time. We may have to double our sailing on Saturday because the weather is expected to come through on Sunday.
Stefano Kemp is the protege of King Eric Gibson, and he's making sure the legacy lives on.
Queen Drusilla is going to be one of the B class that's going to be participating. She's a good boat. This was King Eric boat. After he went down and sailing, he allowed me to take over in terms of sailing the boat, and now I sail this now. And she is very competitive. Every time we sail, it gets better and better every time. So you're going to be able to see some good sailing out of the Queen Drusilla at the regatta. Also, the King of Knights, it's a C-class that we got in honor of King Eric. And we name it the King of Knights, and it's going to be participating in the C-class race. It's getting better also every time we sail, so you can look forward for that, doing some excellent racing out there on the weekend.
Now beyond the sailing, there will be a lot taking place on shore as well.
Ronnie Butler, Irish Star and Spank Band, Soulful Groovers, So Be It Band, Funky D, Gino D, Puzzle, Veronica Bishop, Erica, Dyson, Exec, Wendy, and DJ Rev. All music played will be Bahamian music, paying tribute to King Eric's legacy as a Bahamian musician. As always, we encourage all Family Island Regatta Committee to take a food stall and represent their various islands through food, enabling them to raise monies for their regattas.
Swimmer Gershwin Green is about to finish up his final year of high school at the Baylor School. The former Carifta standout spoke about his expectations for 2017.
Just to have a really good state meet in February and to build on that as well. I do not have any more Cariftas, so I'm going to be focusing a lot on my long course season for the summer and representing Bahamas at some big international meets. I think the biggest thing for me to qualify, do well at CCCAN is to have a good nationals. It's going to be right before CCCAN, so training hard throughout the spring is going to be huge for me.
400-meter hurdles national record holder Jeffrey Gibson is coming off a subpar 2016, but he knows what he needs to do to get back on track this year.
My physique wasn't the best that I wanted it to be, and so that's something that I'm working on now. I've gone back to some old fundamentals that have worked for me in the past when I was a younger athlete. So now I am implementing them now, as well as some new different strategies, working with different doctors, chiropractors, massage therapists to try and really bring my body to peak condition.
Devin Charlton is now back in Indiana, getting ready to suit up for the Purdue Boilermakers track and field team, and she has a specific goal in mind this season.
I've accomplished most of my goals, Big Ten champ, placing nationals, being All-American. I think national champion would be my next goal. I think for that to happen, I just have to pretty much just stay on top of everything. Last year, I felt it was there, but it just didn't come through at the end. And I think to just not get complacent of where I am, I put up a good time so far for the season, but to just not to get complacent with that, I have to, build off of that and not just settle right there.
Marathon Bahamas 2017 right around the corner. The dates are January 14th and 15th.
We are very encouraged. There has been an upward trend in local numbers, particularly in the half marathon event. You would be familiar that there are many running clubs on the island, and we tend to support their races, and they in turn support ours. And so local participation in the half marathon event is trending upward. Of course, the marathon event, that's a much more serious endurance event, and that is typically dominated by the international participants, and that remains the trend for this year.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned, check on weather still to come.